chat. How are we doing today? We're gonna see oh my god, we're gonna see who pops in. We're gonna see who pops in. Hi there, Mew. Hello, Midori. Photo display. Just want to say I absolutely love your content. Thank you. Thank you. You're new here. Hi. I think I've seen a couple of your comments. Hi. Hi, you would tell me we back. We're back. We're back. I have, oh my god, so many stories. I have so many stories. How was vacay? It was great. It was everything that I needed. It was like, I'm gonna have to just go day by day, right? I'm gonna have to go day by day because it was by far everything that I needed and more. I'm very happy for it. I learned a lot. Not only was I able to spend time with my family like I needed to, but I was able to teach my youngest sister a lot of stuff. I was able to learn a lot of things. Which is stupid when you're like, oh, but I thought you went on vacation. I mean, it's like, when am I going to stop working? Let's be real. When am I actually going to stop working? You know what? I think for the first half of this, I think I'm going to put on Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. And I'm just going to talk, and we're going to chat, and we're going to catch up. I did see Pokopia. I'll talk about that a little bit today. I'm going to be doing this on vacation, so relatable. I was told by Anna, if I say anything about anything being educational, she will punch me. Because she goes, I am here to have a vacation. I am not here to learn. And I go, that's fair. That's honestly entirely fair. We'll start with Plastic Duck. I'll talk. Apparently I'm downloading content. Oops. I should have checked things. Guess who didn't check a single thing before deciding to go live? He just decided to go live. This guy. Oh man, I cannot express how nice it is to drink out of my own like mug, and not a water bottle. Oh, is it here? Did I lose it on the literal final stretch, or is it right here? I don't know where it is. It's gotta be in this house, if not in my car. I bought a Fiji water bottle on day 1 of vacation from Wisconsin. I took it, hi there, Tack. I took it all the way with me to Florida. I reused it the entire week, and I brought that water bottle back. It was the goal. It was the goal. I wish I planned that from the very beginning, because I could have marked it, and I could have just had it the whole time. I could have just had it the whole time, taking pictures of it in stuff. How are the pets? Jaeger sleeping with Anna right now. We've been up since 4 in the morning. Hi there, Sage. Hi there, Wisteria. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm gonna. Oh. If I cry on stream, forgive me. If I cry on stream, oh my god, forgive me. I'm dying. I'm immediately dying. I sneeze after crying. It's great. If I cry, you gotta forgive me. How was vacation? I'm gonna talk about it plenty. Let me get us to full overlay. Let me put on Placid Plastic Duck, and we're just gonna talk while we're gonna talk about the vacation. We're gonna talk about the vacation while Placid Plastic Duck is just going. And we'll talk about Mossy Snorlax and everything. Hey there, Nature. Okay, Nature. Hold on, Nature. I gotta do one thing for you, because I've been reading all of your comments. Yes, I was on vacation, but yes, I was reading everybody's comments. If I go mute, bear with me. I am still here. Fantastic. Nature has been commenting some very thorough, very good comments on the channel lately. And, I have to say, Nature 9000, thank you for becoming a wanderer. I really appreciate the support for the channel. Um, oh god. Jesus, don't die. New forms, possible ghost Pikachu. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A random alien balloon flew into my lap at EDC Las Vegas. I named him Raymond, brought him home. Or spread the Rona. Oh my god. Mossy Snorlax doing side series forms again, like Shadow Lugia and Mewtwo. Yes, yes, I saw. If you guys thought I wasn't keeping up with what's going on with Pokemon, you're wrong. Come on, you guys should know me by now. Vacation is never truly vacation. Alright. Darkrai Dive. Hey there, we got Delta Snorlax from Insurgents. Oh my god, we really did, didn't we? Howdy there. Oh my god. You had some really good comments, Darkrai. You had some really good comments also, doing some clarity. And I think there's some other videos where I talk about what you had questions about. But I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and check. So, alright. Let's just start with vacation. I have my book bag, and I have my suitcase next to me. Okay? I do not have any pictures loaded up so I can show you. So we're all just going to talk. I'm going to go through the vacation day by day. And what I have learned on my vacation, I will be bringing up in videos. Technically, I've already brought up one of the things in a video before. So, day one, we fly out. Not a big deal. We get there. It's late at night. We get the car rental. We get to the place. Bada bing, bada boom. Right? Nothing all that extravagant. The flights were something else, you know. The flights were just what they were, and I wrote an entire 22 page script on the flights only. I think I maybe added a paragraph when I had about 30 minutes to myself on vacation. Okay. So I will have a video on the One-Eyed Immortals. I'm very excited for it. I really think I found something that no one else has talked about, and really shows an incredible amount of philosophy and religious connections that Pokemon has, in addition to just really, really cool character analysis. I'm really excited for that. And then I've also started, while on the plane today, I had finished that, and I started the complete ecology for Legend ZA. Sure hope that seaweed you found on the beach isn't also carcinogenic. We'll get there. What does carcinogenic mean? Oh god, how do I even describe it? Carcinogen, things... wait, you know what, let's just do this right. Why even guess this? Carcinogen. A carcinogen is any substance, agent, or exposure capable of causing cancer. Carcinogens can be chemical, physical, or biological. They increase cancer risk by damaging DNA. While the damage is often repaired, sometimes it leads to mutations that can cause cancer. So, yeah. Wild. Went to a restaurant on Veterans Day with my parent. Went into an empty hand and came out with leftovers and a new optometrist. How'd you get a new optometrist? That's... Huh? I'll be in and out of comments. I was halfway through shampooing when the notification came in. Finish shampooing. Take care of yourself. Do your thing, girl. Hi there, Memento Motor. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to me. The ecology is going to be interesting for sure with all those wild zones. Wonder how different that'll be from safari zones. So the difference is all of those Pokemon are able to escape from the wild zones, and wild zones were created in order to help these Pokemon and keep people safe. The wild zones are not perfect, and that's a huge thing to properly talk about and bring up, I think, as part of my discussion. I spoil I mean, it's not really a spoiler anymore, I say, but I'm not going to do it, you know. I talk about the end game very early because you can't talk about the end game without talking about the rest of it, right? You just don't have that possibility. So there's that. Sorry, I had to learn this way. I'm doing random warm-up sketches. I just do the ducky in 30 seconds or so. Oh. Also, I've loved the sketches, Mew. I have not done you justice by reacting to your sketches. They've been adorable. Oh my goodness, I'm barely able to keep up with you guys. Hi there, Professor Persona. Hey, long time. I'm here for this stream. Where'd you go on vacation? I went to Florida. I went to go see my family. And it was everything I need. I haven't seen them in 2 years. And again, if I cry later, bear with me. I'm not going to bawl my eyes out. There might be a single shed tear. But I'll be fine. Afternoon, just woke up 3 hours ago. It took all afternoon until 4 hours passed. He's a guy they know. He took one look at me and just knew that I'm blind. He looked through my glasses, told me I need to get on disability. He was shocked at how well I can navigate the world. Oh, well, compliments to you, but also hopefully that helps you because you have professional opinion to receive the care that you need. My idea was to put vanilla in a desert-like zone because it's dessert. Bada bing, bada boom. Also because it's I think Kalos is not a super warm climate, so being in a warmer quote unquote area that gets more sun, but then is colder temperature wise, is important because that's how icicles grow. They melt a little bit and then they freeze. They melt a little bit and then they freeze and they get larger. That's how it works. It's regulated stuff somehow. Exactly. So, alright. So pre-adventure, we flew out on Saturday. On Sunday, it was really funny actually, because that night, Anna told me that I should do like the police knock on the door of the apartment of my, apartment, of the place that my family lives in. And I was like, maybe not. It's like 2 a.m. Probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't do that, right? I have to be careful with how I say certain things, I realize, but that's okay. I'm not afraid. So either way, we wait until the next day. They were supposed to come to us. We were gonna do like a little pizza, like 3-4 pizzas. Everyone comes to the place, the Airbnb that I took. Decided to go to them instead. Open the door. My family all knew I was coming. Everybody was allowed to know except for my youngest sister. Okay. And the first door that I'm supposed to go to is where is her room. And she's hiding away, right? She doesn't know I'm there. I knock first. I knock again. I'm like, hello? Can I come in? And there's a pause, and then I hear yeah. I see her. I pick her up. I hold her. All she's saying is hi. She is frozen. She wasn't expecting me. And she is big. She's tall. She's up to here now. And, yeah, that hit. And then, spray. Similar with my other sister for the most part. Similar with my other sister, because she came out the room and she was just like she was just overwhelmed for a second. I came towards her and she's like, hold on. And because she was just overwhelmed immediately, wasn't ready for me to be there. Gave her a hug. Grandmother, my cousins, and long story short with some of my family stuff, it was the first time in 5 years. I think it's the first time in 5 years where every single grandchild on this side of the family was together. Every single grandchild of this side of the family was together. And, yeah. And that, at least that's what it was yesterday. Because last night was the last day that I saw my family. I'm going to be in and out of stream. Have the need to nap. Haven't been sleeping again. Day 5, no sleep. We know it, Wisteria. I hope the stream brings you sleep. Acrylic says, saw him, thought it was an Elder Torch and froze, realized it's just Acrylic. Oh, it's adorable. What a great way to meet up. I try. Again, it was supposed to be a surprise because there was like a pool at the Airbnb, like a little pool, and it was like, oh yeah, have my mom pretend that she got the Airbnb and then she meets us there or whatever, All right. And then comes the rest of the stuff, right? That day, it was just chilling, being by the pool. I think we went to an anime shop that first day. All right. So I have my suitcase. I'm gonna take off the tag because you guys don't need to see all the details. But I have my suitcase, and in this suitcase, is some of the stuff. They're primarily, the stuff that I've kind of, collected. Not a lot, most of my money was spent on experiences, good food, and enjoying my time with my family, right? And then I wanted to go to a dinosaur museum. Unfortunately, this is where day 2 does come in. And or at least before day 2 actually comes in, we went to a store. Took my sister to a store. Went to one that I had gone to a long time ago. And I could talk about where these stores are because they're not going to be in relation to where my family is whatsoever. So, if you're in the Florida area, I'm just going to say Florida area, huge situation. There's a fun little shop called Gods and Monsters. Gods and Monsters had a full, like, Hulk statue, Deadpool statue, Luffy statue, Chucky, Night Before Christmas characters for, like, Jack Skellington, bunch of anime figures, both, lewd and non-lewd. At least the lewd ones were way in the back. And if you want a drink, you could go into the back, and it's a full, like, Fallout, semi-horror bar, which is really cool. Putting a conditioner is torturous. Went in there, and I wonder where Luffy is in Gods or Monsters. Yes. Tons of statues, tons of stuff. Really cool. Took pictures and video again. And while there, I found the very first thing that I was very excited to have found. So, I gotta open up my suitcase for the first time since getting home. If I can open up the correct part of it. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just down here. Let's see. Oh, they made it. They made it perfectly fine. Look what I found! Look what I found! Only I would go on vacation and come back with books for Pokemon, yo. I got the manga! And not only that, this goes not only just through Red's arc, but flies into the Yellow arc. But it just keeps going. But we don't quite, I think this one ends before the very end of it. Until the very end. And they didn't have the third book, so I could complete the Yellow arc. So I'm all like, damn, that sucks. That's a pain. But you know what? I have the manga. I have two of the manga. I'm happy. That's going on the shelf behind me. I'm excited. It's such a great fun. So let's see. So that was that day. Next day, it's beach time. Gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna experience the ocean again. I experienced the Atlantic Ocean. Had to drive. I think we went to Cocoa. Beach. Why is Gigantamax Grimstar casually or farming glitter whenever he appears? Dude is amazing. That's why. Cliffhanger. That's gonna be rough. But I wanted those for years myself. Such a great fun. Dude, they're online. But all right. We go to the beach. Right away, the first thing, where's the beach? Right away, the first thing I find, I'm ready. I got my shirt off. I'm in the I'm not boxers. I'm in my shorts. And guess what? I find, what? Oh God, what is I gotta find it again. I gotta find the name of it. Because I don't want to say it. I'm pretty sure. What if I said it wrong? What if I taught my sister wrong? What if I taught my sister the wrong species? Oh, no. Sargassum? It is Sargassum! I found Sargassum, which is I'm pretty sure I found Sargassum, because it has the same little polyp-looking things that inspired Dragalge, or rather, more specifically, Mega Dragalge. So I found one of Mega Dragalge's inspirations while at the beach in Florida. Oh yeah, it definitely is. It had like the wispiness. I took a picture. It's already on YouTube. It's already in my posts. So that was really cool. I found that. Couple of fish. I'm pretty sure a crab snipped my toe, which hurt like nobody's business. And I have my glasses on. And you might be noticing, wait, Acrylic, glasses are a little different. I have my glasses on while in the waves. It was fine for the longest time. It was great. Got to experience saltwater again for the first time in a very long time. And, my mom just sent me some more pictures from when we were there. Haiku 14, how was it? I'm telling it all right now. I'm doing great. I'm telling the whole story right now. Telling the whole story. So, I'm enjoying the waves. They're hitting me. They're hitting Anna. They're hitting my little sister. And, we're fine. Waves are bigger than us. They're going over our head. I'm teaching Kat how to jump with the waves, right? I'm teaching her how to jump with the waves, to enjoy. It's like acrylic is at the show. To enjoy everything. And, she eventually learns how to do it herself, right? She eventually learns that even if the wave is bigger than her, she learns how to take the wave hitting her and then get back up, and she's fine. She was scared at first. She was screaming the whole time. Just, and by the way, she's like 9, so she's young, right? So she's learning. And she's like, the waves are so big, and I'm like, yes, I know. And every once in a while, when I'm looking at a wave, I'm like, oh, that's really big. I would pick her up, and I would hold her over my head, and the wave would just smash over me, and I would put her back down. Mind you, you've seen Jaeger, and 50, 70 pounds, that's my sister. She's tall. She is a tall girl. So she looks lanky, but she's like 70 pounds, and I've just lifted her up like she's a regular old bag of potatoes. And, like I said, running around, running through the waves, teaching her to swim properly, like just like a proper swimming techniques. And there's a couple times where I feel like I almost lost my glasses or so on and so forth. But do you know barnacles are crustaceans? Yes, I actually talk about that in one of the, I talk about that in the Kalos ecology, actually. So yes. What in the world? How did that happen? Okay. So. All right, this is a nice little cozy right in the game here. This is where the story goes a little different. Because eventually Anna gets out the water. She's spending time with my family. By the way, my family loves Anna. It was great. I'm really happy about that. I'm not going to go into detail on that. But I'm just happy that, like, my entire family really, really liked her. So that it took a lot of weight off of my shoulders, because even though I knew my mom liked her over the phone, being in person's different, and with the Hispanic background, it was a really weird decision to propose to her before my family gave full approval, even though they already kind of gave approval. It's really weird, okay? So, anywho, I'm sitting on the ground. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretending to be a crab, right? I'm making my sister laugh. I'm enjoying my time. I'm pretending to be a crab. And these waves are hitting me. They're when I'm crouched all the way down, they're hitting me full force. I'm getting smacked around, right? And then, while looking away from the wave, smash, glasses go like this. Immediately, smash again, a second wave. I'm like, well, I should probably grab my glasses before and my glasses are gone. I tried searching for a while. They are gone. The metal frame glasses I've been wearing are gone. The sea has taken them for its own. And I shuffle back to my mom, my fiance, and my cousin. And I look like this. They're gone. What are you talking about? They're gone. What do you mean they're gone? Notice something missing. And they just look at me, and I get made fun of so much, deservedly, by my mom and Anna. And I have learned they are very, very similar people. Oh no, I have made a mistake. They are dangerous together. God. Let me catch up with chat here. Always a plus when the family likes them, and congrats on the engagement. Congrats, man. Thank you, guys. Yeah, luckily, her family likes me. My family likes her. That is, we are very blessed in that capacity. Just imagine Mr. Krabs with Krillik's face. Glasses blessing it occurs. Sad Michael Sarah me. Barbarica's biblically accurate metalhead barnacle facts. Me going, I lost my glasses every 4 years. To be fair, you don't look strange without your glasses like I do. You look normal without them. So thank you. I look more tired. I probably look closer to my age, being 26 years old. I probably look closer to my age with my glasses off. I'll be 27 this year. Just the bags under the eyes making me look more tired. So, we're supposed to go to a museum that day. On top of that, dinosaur museum. And, we did it. Because, guess what? I wasn't gonna see the dinosaur bones. I wasn't gonna see the dinosaur bones. Thank you, Tech. So, I don't drive back. I don't drive back. Anna drives back. I get made fun of the whole time. We make it back. I put my glasses on. And we go to food trucks that night. Y'all, food trucks. Food trucks. I want to make a Pokemon food video so bad. I want to make a Pokemon food video so bad now. I feel like, oh my god. Oh, it just was beautiful, the food. Need glasses to cover the dark circles, but I'm not even joking. I lost them 4 years ago. Oh my goodness, get them back. You need glasses. If you need glasses, you should be wearing it. You don't need to see them clearly to know they're there. Yeah, but I want to enjoy the bones. Dude, everyone looks more tired when they wear glasses daily than take them off. It has to do with the way that blood pulls under your eyes. What? Massage the area daily and moisturize the area. I should moisturize the area. What's stopping you? Especially since we know they have food trucks now with Zia. You're right. You're right. All the cafes and everything. No, there's no way I could do that. There's no way I can do that. I was going to be like talking about all the Pokemon cafes from within cafes, real life cafes, something weird, stupid like that. Hoopo would be at home in Paldea. The entire region's one big donut. That's actually facts. Get back, go to food trucks. I wanted taiyaki. There was a place that was selling taiyaki, but they were out of stock, so I couldn't have it. I wanted that stupid cookie fish so bad, so badly, but they were out. So I had, what did I? Oh my goodness, I had a Korean corn dog that was encrusted with like the spicy hot Cheetos. I had some of Anna's authentic birria. I had a little bit of my mom's ramen birria. I had like a Cuban, very, very well-made coffee that immediately woke me up, which is very rare. So I woke up, perked up, everything. I bought a boba coffee, and I bought ice cream churros. And I almost bought one other thing, but I didn't. But I spent like $30 eating all that. Hi, Siri! Let's see. Love ice cream taiyaki. I wanted to try it, but it wasn't available, and I'm so sad. Hello, everyone filtering their way in. This is a little different than usual. I'm talking about my vacation, but hi. Korean corn dogs are so good. They're so good. It was a big, freaking thick one, too. I ate it without taking a picture. I was trying to take pictures of everything, but I'm not used to doing that. So I missed a couple pictures, so oops. But there was so much cheese inside of that thing. Headcanon, the legendary showing up in SV postgame were caused by portals like an Oris. So even if Hoopa wasn't there physically, its rings might have been. That is a really interesting thing to try and... Just hit my tooth. Really weird, interesting thing. Also, a lot of legendary Pokemon do migrate. Like the legendary birds, legendary beasts, Lugia, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza. Technically, Rayquaza doesn't migrate because the entire atmosphere is its home. My headache is gone. Okay. So that was day 2. I think somewhere in that day before we went to the beach or on the next day, I decided that we were going to go to another nerd shop. Next video idea, Pokemon migration patterns. I think I have that sitting on my list. I think I do have that sitting on my stupidly long list. I might have to talk with some ecology geeks regarding that one. The rings show up after a huge amount of primal energy is released in the Cave of Origin in Oris. Huh? Same happened when Terrapagos awoke. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I do. I always imagine you catch a Legends post-game unless it's in a story. It's not canon. Excuse me. Ton of a toss-up. Alright. Next day. New nerd shop. Small one. Then followed up by another nerd shop. At one nerd shop, I get this cute little thing. Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. I gotta. It's. Oh, I can't really do anything. Hold on. I got this. So now you can see it a little bit better. Now you can see a little. It's a little ice cream cone with Lugia and then the 3 birds. And then the 3 birds right there. And it's just very adorable, and I was very happy with it. They're little butts. Little butts. Very cute. I'll eat them. There we go. Back to that. I don't know where it's gonna go right here for now. Not a very fitting place for it, but we're gonna go there for now. Then, hold on. Pikachu, where'd you go? There it is. I gotta assemble this one a little bit, because I had to take it apart. So I got that and this at the same shop. And the dude threw in that for free when I was buying both of them, as I got this little guy, a little Gengar Pikachu, you do a little Eepee. I should have just kept it in the full cam. Look at them. And then the flowers all around him. It's super duper cute. It's absolutely adorable. Oh, it was so nice. The dude was super nice about it. And I was like, oh, my little Gengar. So, more Gengar for the Gengar Shrine. Don't talk to me or my son or my son or my son's son or my son ever again. It just, or our third cousin. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. It's never gonna end. Is it? A lot of the days start blending at this point. There's plenty of time to spend with my family. I'm not gonna talk about all of that. Right next to horseradish. Feeding on shrines of our babies. Are we competing? Are we gonna compete? If we're gonna compete, Mew, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a very unfair for you, because Gengar has been in the top 15 most popular Pokemon of all time since the very beginning. Meaning there is far more merch of Gengar than there is of Melodic. It would be very unfair. Reminds me of a short series that was about a Pokemon resort that I saw a little while ago. Oh! Love the Dark Legends, but we need more good vibes Pokemon stuff. Concierge, it has season 2. But do you have it all? Oh, that's impossible. There's no way. There's no way. Because, speaking of, went to downtown Disney. You don't have to pay to go into it. We spent a day walking around downtown Disney. It was nice. It was chill. And I ended up finding more Gengar stuff at downtown Disney. It has a little Gengar insignia right there. So I got these long socks here. Oh, it's so dumb. That was it. I haven't seen season 2 yet. There you go. I haven't seen anything up yet. It's called Ketchupy. Wait, what? When we were kids, my cousin had a life-size pillow Pikachu. I would think about 3 or 4 feet tall. Jeez. I really need to get myself that, like, Gengar that the tongue rolls out. That's what I need to get my hands on at some point. Mega Gengar was so peak, they did it again. Dotso slaps me by 1 meter Melodic. I'm gonna get that. You can slap me with the 1 meter Melodic, but I'm gonna get that Gengar that has the super long tongue, and I'm getting you back. It's just gonna go. It's just gonna whoop it. Also the socks. Yeah, I'm so happy. Some more Gengar stuff. Okay. We go to a zoo. still going to need an outfit to go with it. Oh, I would love that, actually. G-Max Gengar is some of the coolest origins of any Pokemon. Does it? Would it be G-Max? I got the Hellmouth is really cool. Call it Downtown Disney as I do. Well, yeah, well, it's, because downtown, wait, hold on, you're from Florida, aren't you? Downtown Disney, because it's, what, Disney Springs is what people try to call it. Just gonna be a fish slap war. So it's a workout to coil it the way I want to. While in the pool with my sister on day one, there was like this big pool noodle and there was a beach ball. So because she loved Demon Slayer so much, saw the new Demon Slayer movie, I'm not gonna spoil it. I took her and my cousin to go see it, loved it, fantastic. She was very happy. I just about cried because that was actually, I think that was actually day 2, the night of day 2, and or no, I think that was night of day 1. Either way, I was crossing my fingers and basically praying that I could take her to it because she wanted to see it, and I got her into Demon Slayer. So, really happy I was able to take her to that. Great animation, great art styles, everything. Creepy carnival clown entrances. Yeah, it's the Hellmouth. This is going to be, already read that. Based on Hellmouth European mythology, literally pulled a Hell lore rise. Yes, I've been through one of those. I walked them. Live in New York. I've gone to Disney almost every year for summer with the fam. Oh, gotcha. Peek. Yes, Mew knows. Mew knows. So, I go to a place called Wild Florida. I could not take pictures, but as compensation for paying for my family's tickets, they all had to take lots and lots and lots of pictures of all the animals. The water buffalo, the antelope, the emu that walked right up to my car door and went, And I had to roll up the window because otherwise it will stick its head in and it will bite me. The giant, I think it was the giant, there was a giant water buffaloes. There were zebra, there were camels. They're all very, 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 very well taken care of. And I got to feed a giraffe. I almost bought a painting made by a giraffe. There are paintings you can buy there made by giraffes, sloths, and by another thing that I don't remember the name of because it was completely new to me. I have no idea. Everyone sees Gengar as silly little pranks but in the wild they are homicidal maniacs. Kinda. It's really weird. Let's see. You just need to get to know them. King Emu. Even ostriches have no chill, but they're still cool. Oh yeah, ostriches also fall in love with humans more than they love other ostriches. We saw ostriches, but they weren't like out of their pen because they were being really weird or aggressive or something that day. We're not really sure. And we could see like the safari cars go out and taking care of like a camel that needed a little bit of help. There were warthogs on that and everything. Like I said, fed a giraffe, just about cried. It licked my hand. It was really slimy. It was a tongue, so who would have guessed, right? And then we walk through the park. I get to see, what did we see? Tons of different snakes. Got to see capybara. Lots of alligators because it's Florida, of course. Got to see an alligator feeding. I will be using a lot of this as footage whenever I can actually talk about it, because seeing some of these creatures in person right in front of me is very, very different. Especially the ones that I could see outside of the cage. I got to be within this far away from the camera. Literally this far away, maybe half a foot away. If I really wanted to, I could have touched them. Kangaroos. I got to touch kangaroos. I was really close to touching kangaroos. I did not touch them. You're not supposed to, so I didn't. There were a bunch of goats. There were a bunch of baby goats. They were really cute. They kept doing the little hops all around. They were very adorable. One of the baby goats ran right up to me and, like, climbed up on me and, like, stared at me for a bit and then started eating my sweater. So that was very cute. What else happened? There were lemurs. There were kookaburras. There were raccoons. Okay. There were ringtail lemurs. There were like 3 or 4 different types of lemurs, so on and so forth. And here's the thing: there were 2 things. Oh wait, I need to catch up. I need to catch up with chat. Emus are hilarious. All the animals I would have given my soul to Litwick. a goal to see. Okay, maybe not. How to Google what emus are because I keep thinking emu from One Piece. Emus are dinosaurs. They are one of the living. They are very close to dinosaurs, or as people might imagine. Medieval peasant in the Dark Ages seeing a Gigantamax Gengar appear from the ground, screaming the voices of your family. Australia couldn't take down a disorganized group of emus. More magnificent to see animals in person like that. Yes, and that's the point of what I want to do more of. I want to see these animals and really get to experience this firsthand, so that way I can describe it better to everybody when I do these videos, right? No Conqueror Shania. Why does my not work when I write? Used to work at emus at a bird sanctuary. They were really fun and loved to steal grapes and cucumbers. I was prepped for the other birds. Oh my god, that's amazing. Living vicariously through you here. I got you, homie. Hi there, Emox. Hello everyone filtering their way in. We're like halfway through the vacation story at this point. But. We got to see some otters. They were sleeping. Got to see some fennec foxes. They were also sleeping. It was like 67 degrees in Florida at the time. So a lot of animals were sticking near their heat lamps, staying where it was where they could stay as warm as possible. And Anna saw that we could have a lemur interaction. So I had to pay a little extra money. She really wanted to do it. Okay. We come back the next day. She pays to go see the lemurs. I say, screw it. I'm going to go touch a sloth. I pay a little bit extra to go ahead and Momo. Yeah! Blood sugar's low. I don't feel like fainting. Please don't faint. So there was 8 or 9 people. There were 8 or 9 people. And you know what? I'm gonna send myself the sloth footage if I can, and then I'll share it on the stream, because that's the one thing that was one of the really, really cool things. And all of those people went to sloth with me. Anna got to go to the lemur all by herself. And guess who got to feed grapes to a lemur as it sat on her lap and cuddled up next to her and was just sticking right next to her the whole time? Anna. And I was so jealous. Though I couldn't hold the sloth anyway. You don't want to hold sloths. They have really, really strong grip. They can, and at least this one, his name is Guy, he would, if he opens his mouth and he already has your hand, he will eat whatever is in his hand. Love sloths, also capybara and all the porcupine-shaped creatures. Could have pet the capybara, but I was told that if we go to visit her father in Canada, which we will eventually do at some point for sure, that there's some capybara springs and stuff up there and not to worry about it. Big claws. Yes! The claws were this. If and that's only when they were curved. If they were fully out, I'd imagine they'd be and they were absurd. I did send it to myself. So let me download it, and then I'll share the images with you guys. Let me share some sloth. Not images, video. Why is it an IMG file? Is it because it was on a... Oh, whatever. You guys ready to see the sloth that I got to pet? You guys ready? I hope you are. Window capture. Media player. Sloth! Sloth! It's a sloth! Look at it! You could... He's so cute. Look at how cute it is. If you want to hear my voice, I'm so quiet, so then I sound super groggy. But you said back to tail, right? Not head.
Correct.
Okay. I assume it's fine if I just hold my hand here, though, and they
just if he
okay.
opens his mouth.
Probably move my hand away.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was such a baby, such a baby. Better at swimming than moving. Yeah, they are. They are really good swimmers. I, but like, look at him eating. Yum, 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 look at him. Oh my god. So Guy did not want to come out. So Guy wanted to stay in there where it was warm and he could eat his corn. And the handler flat out stated she loves her job there because when it comes to their animals, they will not do anything. They will not force these animals to do anything they don't want to. There was another sloth, but it was like up higher in like a little canopy kind of area. We couldn't see it at all. It was just hiding away, completely warm, safe, happy. It was just so relaxed. It's awesome. I want to do this someday. I find a place. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. Again, I went to Wild, Florida. I think now it is a little expensive. Like it's $45 what I paid, and I got to do the safari, and then I also got to walk around the park. Okay, but then alternatively, if you paid the $35 to go touch lemurs or the sloths or have that experience, then you still get a ticket for the park. So if you pay for an experience, you still get to enjoy the entirety of this. I shouldn't call it a park, but this nature center, because ultimately that's what it was. It wasn't this zoo. I don't want to call it a zoo. I don't want to call it a park. It was a proper nature center for these animals that like enjoyed the care. To be fair, the sloth eating the corn off the cob upside down 100% me if I didn't have a job. Those are worse introverts than, huh? They just did not want to come out. It was cold. I mean, it wasn't cold to us, but to them. About to give myself the airbending master special bust my head. What? Oh my god. I don't want to take care of my hair anymore. Love to have her job, but that requires moving and rent, which I can't get right now. The rent. I don't want to talk about the rent in Florida. Only memory of touching animals are guinea pigs, and I was allergic to those. Funny enough. Well, let's see. Buys a blood rush might be too. Not the bad cost-wise at all for what you get, and you support a good cause. Exactly. Which brings me to another thing. So I got like a milkshake thing, and I let my sister keep the like giraffe cup, even though I kind of wanted it. It's like a Hershey milkshake kind of thing there. I always tell my family, like, if it's more expensive or friends, if it's more expensive, for stuff at a zoo or nature center, do it anyway. It goes to the good cause. Now, is it this one? It is. I got 2 giraffe shirts. I got 2. I only have one of them up here with me. But, I got giraffe shirts. I got giraffe shirts. Hold on. I feel like such a dork. In Jurassic Park. I'm so happy. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid little thing, and it makes me smile so much. It's so dumb. I love giraffes so much, man. It makes me smile. I might as well show, like, I don't have the other giraffe shirt because I was wearing it today and it was sweaty, so I wasn't gonna wear it. I did get, however, one other shirt while I was at the Downtown Disney. Oh my god, am I a child? Do I not know how to dress myself? It's dinosaur bones, baby! I got a button up, but it's all dinosaur bones, and it's so cool and cute, and I'm so happy. It makes me so happy. It's such a cool little thing. I got to go behind the scenes at an aquarium once. Oh gosh, I gotta read the rest of that. Almost got bit reaching into a baby shark's tank like an idiot. Worth it. I'd be a zookeeper than a custodian, but hey, at least I can wear a headset and listen to whatever I want. See, there you go. Don't underestimate that. Also, custodian. I don't know if you're a custodian for a school. I think he mentioned you are. I hope the benefits are as good as I've heard from the custodians that I made friends with. I love that. Used to working on crafts, and I tend to better myself instead of turning the item. I feel that. So I'm just used to using tools from every odd angle. I also climb a lot. So being upside down is pretty comfy. Stylish. Yeah, I'm so happy with it. I'm going to take it off because I am already warm. I do want to wear shirts like that more during videos, not just a professor jacket, but I got to figure out when that's going to happen. We're running close here. We're almost like, let's see. I'm going to talk about the dive in a moment. Apparently all my shoes and clothes get ripped and damaged lately, so I desperately need to shop soon. I gotta do that for my shoes. They're definitely messed up now. Score sales of Black Friday. You know what? I should do that too. I should make sure I do that. I went to one more nerd shop. And then I'm going to tell you guys about when we went diving into the water. 20 feet into the water. Okay? But I went to one more nerd shop. And guess what I found there? Book 3 and Book 4, baby! I found them! They're not in the best condition, but I found them! There were more, but they didn't have 5. So once again, I have to read the rest of it on there, right? They had 7, 8, and 9, and I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna buy those. No, excuse me. I don't think I'm gonna buy those. But look who's on the back. Look who's on the front. And look who's on the back is my Chikorita. I don't care about the rest of you. Okay, maybe I care about Celebi. Maybe a little bit about Cubone. Natsu's kind of cute. Hitmonchan. Anywho. Continuation A. Actually, we started Let's Go Pikachu and try to make it an Amarillo run. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Amarillo is one of the best. Also, I'm happy that you called her Amarillo instead of Yellow. The sacred text. Hey, Cubone is the man. Cubone's dope. Cubone's cool. I won't deny it. So there was that. Okay. Really happy about that. And then it was the night before going scuba diving. Okay. This is the last story that I can really tell. Okay. And then we're probably going to go on to Pokemon art until Anna wakes up. Because she's taking a little nap. Because we've been up since 4 in the morning. And I'm the one who has energy. So. It's the night before we're supposed to go scuba diving. And she wants pictures. I want pictures. I want to make sure I have footage that I can use for the stream. And, hold on to those. And I'll fix those later. I didn't really have an underwater camera. And we were going to Best Buy and Target, and it was going to cost me like $300-400 to get a good underwater camera GoPro. And she didn't tear into me, but she was a bit upset with me, as I deserve, because I could have checked and made sure of a couple of things before we went. We could have bought a cheaper $70-80 camera, would have worked underwater just fine, had really good footage, so on and so forth. But 2 things happen. 1, I do get a camera that I could use underwater. Took a couple pictures. It was really difficult. We'll get to that in a moment. But while at Target, I looked at her dead in the eyes after seeing what I'm about to show you. And I told her, I'm happy I forgot the camera or lost the camera inside of our home that we did have. It was like some cheap camera she got like years and years ago. We didn't even know if it was going to work. But I look her dead in the eyes and I go, I am happy I lost that camera inside of our house. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see what that is? Ignore the fact that it says kitty on it. I never realized that was there. Do you see what that is? It's the Gengar boy! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna open these right now, by the way. The Gengar headphones. Remember this one day I beat you up worse? Oh, I'm gonna get ripped apart. So yeah. I'm gonna open this now because why not? It's mischief time. I don't... How good are these? Watch as I open this and it's actually just... Why am I going to say that? Why am I going to bring that into existence? Why would I even joke about it? There's something I'm supposed to do with this. I'm going to assume no. And that I could just plug and play, because why not? I'd laugh if it doesn't actually work with this microphone at all. Oh my god, they're so purple. They're so purple. There's the microphone. I don't need that. go in. Can I get that away from my face? Can I get rid of this? I don't think I'm allowed to. It's a little Gengars on the side. Oh, it's a USB. Oh no, I didn't think this through at all. Oh no! Oh no! I saw Gengar and I bought it, and I didn't think of anything at all. So theoretically, though, it's not wireless. No, it's not. I didn't think it would be. What's left and what's right? You're officially one overpriced desk chair away from a themed streamer setup. Hey, I'm supposed to be buying a better chair soon because y'all hit the goals that I needed for that. I do like it though. It's actually really comfy on my head. Hi there, Savior. Pac-Man is in Route 1. What? What? Is there a way to make it wireless? Is there a way to do anything with this? Is there? Did I just oops. Well, there's nothing hiding in there, but I just ripped it open. Gotta make sure the silica gel doesn't go on the floor, because none of the pets can touch that. That's not good for their health. Gengar streamer, Tubbs Canary. Hold on! Verbiage. I'm amazed that it's a USB. I'm amazed that it's a USB. That's actually shocking. I should have paid more attention. It's supposed to have really good sound, though. And it is Gengar spikes. Oh, it says USB. I'm stupid. Literally says it right there. I just got too excited. Well, what if I got a USB extension just so I could use these? My computer's past the camera. Oh, man. Well, this is going to be something to work with. This is going to be something I'm going to have to figure out. Because I want to wear these. Honestly, your thing with the mask, hiding her face and randomly unmasking herself bothers me for some reason. Like, mask or no mask, girl. She hides her, it's the mask when she's on stream. There's a lot of streamers that do it. Wireless USB adapter. Smart. This is why they... This is why you have a degree and I don't. I mean, I have a degree, but you have a... I assume you have a higher degree than I do. Or have... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Buy novelty item that is symbolic of me, something I love too, even if I'm never going to use it. I think it's just defined as a collectible. Yeah, it kind of is then. Ripperoni. It's okay. I'm supposed to buy some stuff for this microphone too. Should just make it better audio quality. Probably not. I have 2 associate's degrees, Captain. So I don't think too much about it. Is this just... Oh. Oh. Stream reactive lighting powered by Razer Chroma RGB. Adjustable padded headband. Hybrid fabric blah blah blah. Cableoid blah blah blah. Cardioid mic. That's actually kind of good. Not that I would use it. Volume control wheel. Mic mute button. Yeah. Oh, okay. Point is that if she keeps unmasking during Pokemon battles, it's not really hiding her face. That is true. That is true. That is very true. Interesting. Well, it's really cool. In worst case scenario, it goes on the Gengar Shrine. And I think it was worth it, even though I should probably actually wear it. What if I just rip off the horns and just put it on this one? I'm not going to do that. 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 Oh my god. Okay. So that's all the physical stuff, right? That's all the physical stuff. But there's one more thing that I have to share because the experience was phenomenal. And then we can get into maybe doing some Pokemon art. As we should, okay? Because there's some Pokemon art that I should do. Just moving everything off to the side. because, yeah, there's some stuff I got to get through. Also, actually, there's one more thing. It's not made, but Anna, I bought her, like, these Lego flowers for our first... Was it for her birthday? I did. So I didn't want to buy her regular flowers, and then they died. I wanted her to have Lego flowers, which would be nice. And then when we went to, like, there was, like, a little Lego land kind of thing. She wanted more flowers, so I have to build this at some point, probably this weekend. You know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It'll be fantastic, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll enjoy doing that and not get frustrated at some point. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice, and like you in your QA video said, what I wanted to go into required law enforcement, so out of the question. Degrees aren't a necessary expense these days. It really feels like it. And police academy went through that for a while. Then the pandemic hit, and then it just hit so hard. I was raised by Pocket. Thankfully, Dogga brought me back. To be fair, though, we can assume we were her first IRL Pokemon battle in a while. Yes, very much so. You read the entries I wrote in general writing. I need these. I have hardly had the time to do what I need to do, as I just got back from vacation. Also, I may or may not have another sponsor without saying anything else because I can't. I'm so jealous of Lego stuff because it would be bad financial decision for me to get into it. Here's the thing. I don't get into it. I buy her flowers every once in a while. But then I also, like, this is the second time that I bought her Lego flowers because she really wanted it. And also because Kat egged her on, actually. So, that wasn't a business expense. Oopsie poopsies. That was my actual money. Ooh. Well, it's all actual money. It's whatever. But she'll be happy with it. I have to figure out a vase to put it in that we have. So diving. Diving time. Allow me to share with you the information that I have memorized from my time. The instructor's name was Sandy. Sandy taught us a couple different things, and I can't quite remember the exact place we went to, unfortunately, but what I do remember is that the place is now a natural reserve. This natural reserve is stated as such, or has been fought hard to be kept as a natural reserve ever since it was a great place. Then a nearby university did some studies on the area. After doing so, they ended up depleting the fish population there and causing great damage to everything. As such, the people of, I think it was off of Miami. So, like, we're on the coast, right? People there, also the buildings there were ridiculously expensive. We did not stay there, of course. Turned it into a nature preserve, and from there, it was starting to get restored. Not only was it getting restored, but the Boy Scouts of America within the section, the Eagle Scouts specifically, were the ones to decide to do a volunteer effort and create these big honkin' blocks. And I got to be near these blocks. We were allowed to touch these blocks. And they're these big multi-hole blocks. I want you to think like a beehive, but everything's square, okay? And it's just one big cube, right? And they put these things down there, like multiple of them, but I only saw 2 of them, but the engravings were there. And from there, algae grows on them. Then with the algae, it attracts fish. And with fish getting attracted and so many other things, you had crabs getting attracted to it. You had other creatures, not just fish, getting attracted to it, but eventually coral would start growing upon these structures. And we got to see all these different red and orange corals. They weren't a ton of variations, but they were growing. And the fish were surrounding them. It was great. We were surrounded by fish a couple of different times. Learning, like, putting on the scuba stuff, it was about 40 or 50 pounds, it felt like. It felt like I had about 40 or 50 pounds on my back, moving around, getting into the water, and using that rebreather was really difficult. I'm closing my eyes because I'm putting myself into this situation again. And it felt like my lungs didn't want to work. It felt like I was afraid, like my body was scared to breathe in. And because of that, it wouldn't breathe out all the way. And so, because it felt like it was trying to preserve the oxygen, it felt like it was trying to preserve what little I had in my body. But I had to force myself to accept that I am fine using this rebreather, or this, not a rebreather, but this air mask, effectively, to breathe while underwater. And I had to have my glasses off, and I was I was under the water, had the goggles on, had all this stuff on my back, had the weights, and you use a flotation device. And you press the red one to increase the flotation, gray to get some of it out, and there was a pull tab that gets rid of all the air in it. You pull it as you fall down, and you use the red one to inflate it a little bit, so that way you could just float underwater properly. But you still had to use your flippers, like on your feet, the flipper feet, to swim and move. And we had to be told not to use our arms, that we need to trust our legs. And as we're going through, we're seeing zebrafish, we're seeing a bunch of other fish. We saw parrotfish. We saw these big yellow starfish that were bigger than my face. These big, thick-armed, yellow, bright yellow starfish on the bottom. There were some small crabs that were maybe 4 inches wide at most that were hiding or just sitting there. A few of them were moving around. I couldn't see everything perfectly. There was one other crab that had like a smaller body, but its legs were like daddy long legs, these creepy long freaking legs, as it was hiding inside of this cave area. We went under a bridge, and in doing so, it got so dark. It got so very dark, and I sat there, and I remember thinking to myself, I couldn't talk to my fiance. There was no talking. It was hand signals, and fish moved past us, like a swarm of fish moved past us, and another swarm moved past us from behind. And I thought to myself, this is when I see a nurse shark. This is when I see a shark. This is when I see something, even though a nurse shark is very docile, and I'm sure I'm safe. And I looked around, and I didn't see a shark. I didn't see a big fish. I didn't see anything there. But these large fish moving around us. There was a lobster. There were, oh my gosh, it was really dark. She was flashing on her flashlight, and we swam around these pillars, and we moved around them, and we came back through. And in one of these rocks that we were looking in, she was super excited. Sandy was her name. She was super excited, and to the point where she actually grabbed me and pulled me over because she knew I had the camera. And we got to see camouflaged red and gray and black in with one of these like reef areas. There was an octopus. One of these octopus that we knew was going to be rare, that we basically knew we were not going to be able to see, moving around, just crawling, just pulling itself together as if it was like a pile of sludge, just trying to slink by without us noticing it. And I hope so many of these pictures, I could only take so many pictures, but I hope that of all the pictures, that is one of the pictures that turned out right. And I'm getting a headache right now because I'm thinking about it. And I remember going under that pressure. You have to like balance out your eardrums. Otherwise, it's going to get a headache. Your ears are going to hurt, especially as you go deeper and deeper into that 20-foot area. And I remember kicking up sediment from time to time. We were right in front of sunken little boats that were rusted over. When we started coming back out from under the bridge the other way, everything was so green. It was so incredibly green from the way that the light filtered in, and that all the bio debris was affecting it amongst everything else, the way that the light was refracting, and it just felt amazing. I almost cried underwater, which is such a weird thing to say. I almost cried underwater. Because it was that beautiful to me, and I felt so surrounded by life itself that like it was amazing. And we only went like 20 feet. We only went like 20 feet underwater. We swam around. We were underwater, and Anna had to come to the surface like 3 times, she said. But otherwise, especially myself, I was underwater for 68 minutes straight. 68 minutes. And I thought I was going to be afraid. I thought this was going to be rough, and I loved it. I got nauseous during the last bit. I got sick. But I powered through, and I loved it. And I'm trying to think of anything that I missed. Apparently Anna saw a horseshoe crab, and I'm jealous because I wanted to take a picture of it, but I missed it. I missed it completely, and she didn't tell me about it until we were long gone. Because we're underwater. She almost like came down on me like multiple times, like literally just swimming down on top of me. It was so difficult. All right, I need to, now that I've gone through like my trance to remember it all, I need to catch up to you guys on what you said. Done rinsing 13 products on my head, break my shoulders. God, my God. Might be crazy, but this sounds cool. Sounds like a more efficient program similar to sunken ship reefs. Sounds so surreal. Essentially torpedo yourself for a movement. Yeah, a couple of times, yeah. I literally like just put my arms to the side. Otherwise, I was moving like a frog. Once I felt like I had a rhythm, I moved like a frog. That's what felt most comfortable to me while underwater. I would live underwater if I could. I don't know if I would do that. Anime magic. Sounds equal parts awesome and terrifying. I'm a desert and forest biome person myself. Don't honestly know if I can manage to move like that in the water. I think you could. I'm a forest type person for sure. And it was just different. It was really different, and I highly recommend it to anybody. 10 to 20 feet, as long as you listen to your instructor, there's effectively no risk. There's effectively no risk. To my knowledge. Octopuses are cute. They're so adorable. Going through a seance. My dream of my BM's worst nightmare. Oh my God. Under the sea. Oh God, what's going on here? So I thought about Bermuda. They have shallow water at beaches, so I just let myself sink and watch the parrotfish. It was magical. There's so many parrotfish, big and green. Hey, DJ Soundwave. When I was little, I went to an aquarium and wouldn't pet the horseshoe crab because I had convinced myself it was a stingray. That's adorable. GCC and Kabuto. That's what I mean. And the thing is, they do happen in Florida. They do happen in Florida beaches. Oh, my goodness. To my knowledge. So, yeah, I believe her. She was like, she couldn't figure out what it was called. It's like, it's a crab, but it's not a crab. It was like this. And then it had like a long tail and it was like a spike. And I'm like, you saw a horseshoe crab. And she goes, yes. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? She goes, you were all the way over there because Sandy was showing you something. And I'm like, punch me next time. I go, you were, and she repeats, you were out of my reach. I was like, oh. She was going to need to plan a trip to a nature preserve one day. If it wasn't obvious, I love all things nature and animals. Do it. Do it. Plenty of places are free. There are plenty of free places, and then buy the merch there. We have horseshoe crabs all over New Jersey. I've heard of that. Dream vacation, mine's perhaps the water bit. One with the earth. Either gag. I'm crazy all my presents. I would live in a houseboat if I could afford it. Oh, I don't know. I can't do that. I get motion sick. And then, like, flying through water and knowing you won't fall. Yes, okay. I had my arms out like this a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had my arms out like this a couple of times, like I was a plane. Oh, my gosh. Pretty sure I sink like a rock in deep water. Now, with the buoyancy stuff, you wouldn't low-key meeting all the Pokemon. She really was. I almost went with her to those lemurs. But I decided I wanted the sloth, and then I could still use the footage that she got from the lemur, and I'll just blur her face. Down in Kentucky, the only fully water aquatic besides the fish and the leeches are crayfish, or at least from what I've seen. There's got to be more. There's definitely got to be more. Plenty of crayfish here, too. Everyone's wildlife has been living. You got this, Cag, but yes, I've been very, very well. Afterwards, though, we were exhausted. We were tired. It was like it was 2.5 hours to drive back. Such a long drive, man. But it was worth it. It was so worth it. Also, the first time I went to the beach, my eyes, because the seawater, salt water, dried on my face and everything. I looked, as Anna described it, like one of those girls with long eyelashes that went out into winter and their eyelashes froze. And she didn't take a picture of me because I just, and I was like, oh wait, should I take a picture? Technically, the tadpoles and a few bugs. Oh, there you go. Do you see a plankton in all that water? You know what you're doing. When it's funny is, I tried looking. I tried looking really closely. Mama didn't raise, no. Our crabs are all on the beaches here. We eventually get seals in North Jersey. Can't place a crab trap around here without seeing at least one horseshoe crab. Might have to convince you to take a picture of a horseshoe crab for me. Just like I've convinced, I'm not going to try and convince you. If you end up seeing a horseshoe crab and take a picture of it, that'd be amazing. Oh my god. Plankton curse. Ever heard of the Neil the Seal? I've never heard of that. Oh, I completely forgot to mention. I, of course, had to show off the muscles. And my sister, my youngest sister that I had mentioned, being like I said, like the 70 pounds or so. Because, again, beanpole, despite being little, she's a beanpole. And, completely different genetics. There was a couple times where we had to catch up to Anna, who was way away on the beach, in the water, with the waves hitting us. And I'm like, are you ready to catch up to her? And she goes, yeah. And I go, all right, I'm going to pick you up. She goes, okay. And I pick her up. I put her on my shoulder like this. And I am running through the water, waves hitting me, holding her on my shoulder. Like, I was going, bro. I don't know how far I was moving. I think maybe I moved about no more than 100 feet. No more than 100 feet. But I was moving. I had to move a pretty good chunk of distance. Oh my gosh. I could definitely do that. I'll actually ask my grandpa. He still goes to his old fishing spots. Yo, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Just let me know, like, what the population there is like. That'd be awesome. Because if I ever talk about, when I talk about Kabuto. Pegs are absolutely massive. Thank you. Love the beach, but I've already been twice. My brother thrice. So the trip to Chicago was a nice change of pace for both of us. Huh. Commissioner most of myself us can't even lift our fat cats. I'm sorry. I've actually not been in the gym for like about 3 weeks or so, and I really need to go back. And I was deciding whether I wanted to get a caffeinated drink. Oh, you guys can't. I just realized y'all haven't had music. Y'all have had ducks. Y'all have not had. Oh my god! Why didn't you guys tell me anything? Why'd you guys just let this happen? We could have had music this whole time. There we go. Anywho. Hey, Vegans! I am here! Seekers muscle adds to your life. Like, don't Arizona see the desert in Grand Canyon? I do want to see that. We're enjoying the commentary? That's fair. We're paying much attention to the ducks or paying attention to you. You know what? Thank you. You know what? I can't complain. No, I'm very proud of my strength. I always say that. I am going to sit down now, though. I needed to stand for a while because it is... I was on a plane for like... What? 3 hours, and then I was on a plane for 45 minutes. How'd you like Scissor 7? I enjoyed the first episode. Second episode was a little rough, and then I was tired, and I didn't want to keep watching, and then end up not liking it because I wasn't in the right mood for it. Like, I like Dan to Dan. I have to watch it in the right mood. And I looked at Scissor 7, I was like, I have to watch this while in the right mood. But Biggins was definitely a little high while watching it. All right, everybody, we're going to have an earthquake. Just hold on. Everybody hold on. We're gonna move on to drawing Pokemon now. There we go. Feels good to be in my office, man. There we are. Imagine I got spatial rented. Oh no, Sage! Rest easy. Thank you for being here. I got the live on the TV and the chat on the computer so I could type. So that's about as much as I need. But the horseshoe crabs around here have been having trouble for the past few years. They've been working to restabilize their population. They got stranded a lot and people don't put them back because they don't know if they should or if they should leave them. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Did I miss? Okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay. Beaches. That sounds about right. I'd be scared to touch horseshoe crabs. Not just like, I'd be scared because I wouldn't know if I should or shouldn't. I would never actually watch it by myself, so may just need to watch it at a party. That might be the case. Back with 3 chocolate ice cream and strawberry toppings. Oh my goodness. Let's go outside, yes. But I don't care. Hey, that's okay. That's the Wisconsin way also. That's the Wisconsin way also. Why don't I grab the drawing tablet and we're gonna do art until Anna wakes up. And if we do, we're doing art commissions. Goofy Pokemon art commissions. Wait, what? Was that not my backpack? Oh, it's over here. I have donuts! We went to Krispy Kreme, and then I refused to throw away the donuts just because I was going on a plane. Apple pie. Have I started Deontay yet? I'm not. When did I do that then? That's Greenfield. Congratulations, 8th grade teacher. Definitely told us we should put them back. Did a lot of cool wildlife stuff around the school. Oh, okay. Krispy Kreme is worth saving. I did not like it as much when it was fresh. I just didn't. Everyone else did. The whole family did. Anna did. Actually, if it wasn't for Anna, I would not have gone to Krispy Kreme. Oh, I'm talking a mouthful. I'm rude. If it wasn't for Anna, I would not have gone to Krispy Kreme. She was determined to go. Shine bright like a gemstone request. Oh, I was wrong. There's a good turn around and summon donuts. Turns around. Darn. Cute case for the tablet. Thanks. Thank Anna for that. I think it was on something almost showed something on there. Actually, it would be completely irrelevant at this point if I did show that. I think at ZX they weren't in stock source near me. Nah! Not alone. I think Krispy Kreme is better off. Just off of fresh. Yeah. Yeah, like, gave it a day. I'm really liking this. Birdhouse on front of the school for one migrating species specifically. Oh, it was part of a project that bred monarchs, so we got to raise and release them. I remember doing that with the monarchs when I was young. But that's really cool with the birdhouse also. Just waiting for the filled donuts. That's what I got right here, baby. Filled and glazed are pretty much the only donuts I like, to be honest. Oh, God, give me a filled donut any day. Please. Cream-filled donut. I don't know how I feel about, like, this icing-filled donut. What are the other two ones right here? I think that's... The one in my hand is apple pie. I think that one's glazed. That's a chocolate fill with filled cream. I think that one's cinnamon. French crawlers? I think I do without. Something about the light and fluffy. Not care much for frosting. Bring projects like she didn't, even if she wasn't on the curriculum. But just do it as a side thing. That's dope. I get so hungry even though I'm eating. Gotta go wrong with Bavarian cream-filled donut. Custard filled. Not ice cream custard. Just a custard fill. Apparently, Odie. Maybe it is Bavarian cream. I may be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Probably on this next video we might have a sponsor. We'll see. We'll see. I'm also gonna say this because I'm not taking the sponsor, so I'm gonna say it. All right. Maple bacon donuts they sell in Amish country. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse, guys, and there was so much meat. They came over and they would cut the meat and then serve it to you, and they would keep doing it. It was amazing. It just reminded me of that. And it was beautiful, and I was so happy. And I'll have to share so many pictures of that in the food, but oh, we paid good money for that. But I ate until I was stupid. Oh my god. And we tried candied bacon and we did not like it. That's why I remembered, because you mentioned the your bacon. Or that bacon. Bacon cream is like the best filling to grace this planet. I will eat these other 3 donuts. 2.5. Remember Boston cream? Not the new week off Yellow Gelatinous stuff called that. The real thick creamy Boston cream. Maybe that's what I like. Like it creamy. Anywho. Was it Fogo de Chao or a different one? No, I don't remember what it was called. I have to pull it up. Definitely simpler than that. When I go to donut shop, those are the fills I get. Lemon, oh. Bavarian, oh. And jelly. What kind of jelly, though? Raspberry jelly? Ate until you were drunk. Effectively, yeah. Actually, there's 2 people that I should draw. Not just for... I really should draw something for CAG, but I should also draw something for Knit. And something that you guys probably don't know is that Knit has been a very, very long-term supporter of this channel as well. A very generous supporter. And she doesn't get as much, like, she is a god of hope on the channel, but she definitely doesn't get as much credit. Sometimes. But, like, she's also been such an incredibly kind person, too. And like, she definitely deserves, you know, she's one of the people who've been a champion tier supporter for a while. And never, just like, Biggins also has been a champion tier for a very long time, but everyone already celebrates Biggins. Everyone already celebrates Biggins. Alright. This is what we're gonna do. I will keep ducks on screen. You know what? I'll put ducks that is not ducks. I'll make ducks smaller. Unless you guys just don't care about ducks. Who, me? I'll catch up with chat in a second. Well, that didn't really work out, did it? There we go. But there's art. There's art that Knit definitely deserves. I'm gonna put ducks down there. There's so much stuff going on screen now that I drew a while ago. But technically, I feel like she definitely deserves better. And I'm sure it'll make her happy. Oh, Anna's awake. And she's sharing Facebook Reels with me. Cool. Let's see what we can get through. Knit. Alright. My friend's ducky dropped. Can't beat a jellyfish donut. So good. Gonna head out and continue resting. Don't do anything cruel to do. God loves you all. Thank you for being here, cat. Enjoy your time and rest easily. Fogo has restaurants everywhere. Brazilian steakhouses are the best. I've never heard of this, what you're talking about. But it was so good. W supporters, thank you guys. Honestly. Forgetting the ducks are there. It's out of this world. Facts. Put Subway Surfer Slime and some other family got the bottom too. Hey, Curl, gotta go. Glad you had a great time. Everything sounded beautiful. It really did. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good day. See y'all See ya, Krill14. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Met her, I thought, oh yeah, she is definitely a fae, and I adore her. Let's do... What should I do for this Deontay? What should I do for this Deontay? What should I do for this Deontay? Fogo de Chao is a Brazilian steakhouse chain. Oh, definitely wasn't that then. It was not a chill. Or, whatever. Chain. Everyone in Philly, they do the same thing where the servers come around with the meat. Ah, Deontay teaching a bunch of card break. Oh, you know what? Alright. I'm already in. I'm already bought. I know exactly how to do this. Actually, I should just make it about yay tall. I know exactly. You know what? I'm bought immediately. I know exactly what to do. Where's my glove? Anna went to the store. Well, day 1, day 2 of our first actual day there, and she just bought a bunch of snacks like strawberries and like little Oreo cakesters and pickles. And I looked at her and I said, "You're buying those because I'm not gonna eat a single one of those things." And guess what happened? I didn't eat a single one of those things. And guess who didn't finish all of them? Her. She even touched the strawberries. There's a couple things she even touched the pickles. Even though she loves pickles. Cat stare at the video with intensity. Hello, kitty cat. I am every single cat. If somebody has a cat and watches my videos, they always hold on. They always end up being super, super curious. Oh, my deodorant. I did not put that on after taking my shower. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I did an oopsie. Oopsies. Uh-oh, literally took a shower right before stream. Uh-oh, good thing I'm not stinky sweaty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stinky. It literally sounds like me buying snacks in Amish country. Yo, Amish popcorn do be ballin'. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's another Oreo cake, sir. That was in my backpack because I wasn't gonna just let them get thrown away. Did I not bring my glove? I thought for sure. Winnie and Goose love you. Also discovered Goose likes watching football. Yo, little football star. Is it in that carrying case? I wonder if I was smart enough. I was. Draw a cat sitting in front of a TV watching Acrylic. Alright. Let's see here. You know, that's a pretty basic pose to throw it into. And this one is just going to be a sketch because that's what it was. And I want... What is molecular structure? Oh boy. That's a molecular structure? I guess that's the 3D molecular structure. Adjacent chem draw, covalent structure. Yep, that's a covalent structure, that's fine. Pokemon are so good, and their fudge. I haven't had their fudge. Fudge burns my throat because it's so much sugar. Got lucky last time I was there and got the first fresh piece of the last batch of the day. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, tiny little Amish popcorn is delicious and super crunchy. Finally saw my Rubik's Cube today in a decade. Had found it on the attic last week and thought, okay, let's solve this now that I'm older and have more brain cells, hopefully. I was only able to solve one side before. I should... Also, first off, nice. Very nice. Second off, Maybe I should grab myself a little Rubik's Cube. There we go. There's a little app that I put on my phone, but it's not free, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it, because I haven't paid for it yet anyway. I didn't have to study this in college, so I don't know this covalent structure off the top of my head. Then again, I don't really know how many covalent structures I actually know. Off the top of my head, anyway. Oh, God, that is... Okay, hold on. I will say the last thing I did with my family is we went bowling. And we went bowling to a place I will not say, but it's a place that we've gone to for years, ever since I was little. And I think ever since some of my family, like my aunts were little. Which is wild to think about. I'm not 100, or younger, I can't say little. But yeah. And that's just wild to imagine, to think about, that that's like a thing. And, man. But we go there every time. Every time we do a little visit in Florida, like over all these years that I've been alive, we always go bowling. And, yeah, it was just something else. Well, what did I miss in chat? Like, I missed a lot in chat. What the heck? Okay. Bro had a Rubik's Cube before he passed, and it became mine. I tried to solve it once, never got it, set it down, and never looked back. You know what? This is going to go right here. It's going to go right here. Place I go to make all kinds of low-sugar fudge, too. Strawberry fudge. Oh. Not for like 100 years. AZ probably shopped there. One was single, it took me about a week to solve it, and I dedicated so much time to it. I finally solved it and never picked up another one ever again. My bowling spot is in the ghetto. Y'all don't want to go there. If it makes you feel any better, that's where most of my family is from. Family bowling spot. Oh, I already read that. Bowling is an awesome family activity. Not as popular these days. When I was younger, I'm 36, not old yet. You got it. Bright and shining. But yeah, we used to go to show place lanes in my old town before it closed. Oh. Yeah, it's always been the same bowling spot. So I definitely can't say it. Definitely can't say it. Let's do that. We're just going to do the basic pose, which is fine. There we are. Okay, I have already realized my mistake. I have already realized my mistake. Is this why it looks like this? Because they like, it just doesn't really work otherwise? There we go. Live like a block or two away from my bowling spot. Parents still bowl in a league there every year. I was staring at the stuff where they were like, oh yeah, if you join a league, you get unlimited practice sessions. You get like half off on food and like all this other stuff. And I was like, yo, hold up, what? Hold up, what? Hold on. Let's do. This is a little bit of a mess. We're just gonna do that. Friend's dad took us bowling once for fun. This man was a professional and bowled 8 perfect games to stun and 2 to. Oh my lord! I got a strike and a spare. That's all I got. Pretty nice. I love bowling, but all the bowling places around me have been closed for over a decade. So if one hobby place that randomly has a single bowling lane. There's a bar I went to like years ago that had arcade games, like old arcade games, and they also had a bowling little area. That's how they get you. Messed that up, didn't I? Make that. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Draw a person with a starter Pokemon next to them, but bird Pokemon fly around them. That's how I feel. Every Pokemon game ever. My second was always a flying Pokemon and a stalwart. This is for CAG. This is for CAG. This is just supposed to be a little sketchy from a while ago that I do. That it's supposed to do. I don't think I know how to draw Deontay properly. I might just have to redo the bottom here. I think that's what I'm going to redo. I don't really like how it's turning out. Let's just do it the way I imagine Deontay kind of in my head. And that might make it easier. And I can make the little faces there. And then trying to match now what it actually has. We got the Squidward meme. Here's one of those rants for children. If I go bowling, I don't do anything involving swinging my arms. People keep asking me to go to Top Golf. They just want me to suffer. What's the thing that would use the most arms? Would just be golf, wouldn't it be? Where's how unsymmetric normal Deontay is? I've only drawn the Mega, and it was easy because of symmetry. Yeah, it's super asymmetrical. Like, redonkulously so. Let's put your arm here. I'm going to give you a little droopy sleeves because I can. I'm going to give you a little droopy sleeves because it's adorable. And Deontay is kind of adorable. Little droopy sleeves. Curve, curve, curve. No, your hands are technically way more pointed than that, which I could just do that. I could still do that. There we go. Super droopy sleeves. There we go. That's a little bit better. Much, much better. And then we'll just put a little bit of your hand here. I don't know how you hold this. I don't know how you hold this, but we're going to figure this out, girl. Maybe we'll just do that. Oh god, how do you hold anything? Do I just do the Powerpuff Girl thing? Oh no. I think we're just gonna do the Powerpuff Girl thing. I mean, I don't have to. Hold on. There we are. It's fine. It's fine. Just gotta extend this out a little bit. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. put your diamond here still. And then the music's gonna cut. Music's gonna cut. Let's see here. Well, maybe it's not gonna cut. Nope, it is. Boom. Right there. Don't know why. Don't know why they cut that music. That is the credits song. And it's argued. Wait, it really goes like this? It's really like a little half moon? What? Why is your design so interesting? In terms of like everything that it takes in. Ow. Oh. I done clicked the wrong thing. I done clicked the wrong thing. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Nature 9000! Deserving of first. First, okay, hold on. I gotta move you properly over because I had to restore chats and then that popped up and that caught me off guard. And okay, now we're back to it. First YouTuber I deemed worthy to buy a membership for. Maybe not first PokeTuber, but helped reintroduce the Pokemon story and first stream I've bothered with a gift. Thank you, Nature 9000, for gifting $10 to the channel and supporting the channel. I appreciate it. It goes a long way. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, where's all my stuff? I don't know my stuff anymore. There we go. I'm happy that you find me worthwhile in that fashion. I'm like, I think something I semi-fear sometimes. Not fear. I don't know the right word to say. Is that like people will watch the videos and then maybe they don't always have like the best idea of who I am, and then they might get disappointed when it's like, I don't know. I guess not disappointed. I guess not disappointed. But like I always hope that people find that the person in the video, like when they watch the videos, always find that the me that they get to see in the videos is just the real me with a little extra energy. With a little extra energy. Nature. Deserving. Thank you. There we go. It looks like mandibles. You could do like a little, make Deontay super freaking creepy. How would you do this? How would you do this? Point. 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 Alright, we're going back. We're going back. We're going back. We turned Deontay into a monster because I could see it in my head. Okay. It's not the hard way. I'm not built for spicy bulldog tail bulky. And that's okay. I've never heard of that. What is that? Heard of bulldog a little bit. Energy is good though? Okay, thank you. Wish Mega Deontay had her sword in the games. Yeah! Yeah! That would be sick! Pokemon tournament, but Mega Deontay? Especially with the long form videos, if you were just dull talking to the screen, it would not be good. That would be, yeah, no, that would be rough. I've had some people who yell at me for, like, going on tangents. Not so much anymore. Because I think people at this point... Oh, that is not the right angle on that ear. I think actually, no, it might have been. I need to make the eyes first, and then maybe it'll work out. I said I would make the eyes first, and I proceed to do not that. But But yeah, not so much anymore. But people used to my tangents and then the way I talked and. But that's all changed for the most part. Every once in a while, still get it. I just feel bad sometimes when like you, for example, Nature, you've been commenting a lot of those old videos, and some of those old videos are not accurate. Like I need to update some of them, or expand on them way more. Like I admit in one of the videos recently where I say, oh no, I say it in the most recent video, the complete story of ZA, where I'm basically using it like I use the iceberg videos, which is jumping off points. Oh, here's all these ideas, jumping off points. If I wasn't, oh, it's a rice cake. What? Huh? Wasn't pinching every penny like it crossed me. I absolutely would donate as well. You're a fun streamer. Thank you. But thank you for being smarter and pinching the pennies. Thank you. I cannot express that, like, at the end of the day, my bills are paid. I have 4 animals. I have savings. I am okay. Right? The money helps because I am still effectively very small, but I'm making my living. It is working out. You know, I want everyone to take care of themselves first. That is important. That is the most important thing to me, that everyone takes care of themselves first. I get anxious when people are like, "Here you go." And I'm like, "But don't you need this money?" It's like, this is money you need. It's thick rice noodles with sauce. Ow, headache. Rice cake noodles. Interesting. Let's keep that in mind. Tateo Boki is so good. I love it. Should I be saying it like that? I love it spicy, but I'm very Caribbean, so I like everything spicy. I'll also not be surprised the majority of your viewers were older and in the workforce. That's what it feels like a lot of, because I never really made videos for people who, like, I don't know. A lot of my videos do boil down to, like, yeah, you're gonna listen to this. This is long. This is a long video. Just couldn't handle it. It tastes amazing. I made for spice, but just not that spice. BF will be sponsoring my membership soon. I didn't even ask. Goodness gracious. Thank you to your BF when the time comes, if that is the case. But don't worry about it. I stand by my statement. Well, I did a YouTube share on live, but I got paid recently. I felt like it was worth the expense. But yeah, I have to watch my finances too. As long as you're being smart. That's always what I ask. I think the number one thing I always tell people is, like, at the end of the day, memberships don't get you much, right? Also, Nature, what do you want for 10 bucks? You didn't say anything. You're not going to get away with that. What do you want for your commission? That I don't care if you intended for that or not. You're going on the commission list. You're getting something. But yeah, memberships don't really... I always tell people, what do memberships do? What does donating to the channel do? It ensures that I can keep doing this for what I do, and that ensures I can keep doing this, and everyone continues getting the content that they come for. Right? That's all that this means. At the end of the day. Did make a few financially unwise decisions in my pursuit of playing older Pokemon games I didn't get a chance to play. You know what? That's fair. I say emulate them, but that's fair. Also support the official release. Moon just spliced by biting to raw ghost pepper. Oh my god, been chasing a high ever since. Oh my god. Actually, should be able to turn into a drill like it's designed supposed to be. It does. It does. It does. It does though. It does though. It straight up does. Go look at Extra Jill's page on Bulbapedia. They have a reference shot. They have a reference shot. I don't need anything. I didn't ask if you needed anything. What's your favorite Pokemon? 10 bucks. It's line art with the color. Come on. I won't pressure you and say more than that. But for deep sales on games, tricked me a Diamond and Omega Ruby. They're collectibles, not the game. And then I bought a DS Lite so I could play DS version. What? Collect what? In the game animations? I stand by what I said. I stand by what I said, Tech. Moltres is a phoenix. New Mega's coolness is lost in stills. Yeah. Yeah. It's when they're in battle though, you see some nice details. Like Mega Zygarde had some details that you know? Anyway, I should finish this. I still can't see anything else other than Spider Face. I had a bone to pick with him. See the vision when it does the spin in the animation, but I used to extra the entire run not once to become the proper drill. Really? Wonder if it only does it with like physical ground moves or physical rock moves? I'm not sure. Ended up being a reproduction. Huh? This is a weird Pokemon at the end of the day. I'm messing up these eyes, bro. What is... Wait, hold on. Yo, these eyes are different. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Oh, God, your head is tiny. Oh, God, your head is wrong. Oh, no, your diamond is not fat enough. What have I done? Diancie. Diancie, please. Diancie, please. Mega for alligators idol looks terrible when it attacks. That's what you see the design is supposed to. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Pokemon was gone. Scammed by a scammer who dropped their fake Soul Silver at GameStop for the unfortunate you to pick up later. Sounds like what it is. Okay, yeah. First off, your head is way too small. Your body is far too large. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I'm gonna have an aneurysm live on stream. How big is your head? It's like the size of your body almost. Oh, God. You know what? Let's just decapitate you for a little while. Okay, look, if you really want to do anything, make me a tribute for Pidgeot and Moltres. Pidgeot and Moltres. I will pick one of them. And I think I'm going to pick Moltres. I think I might pick Moltres because I haven't drawn Moltres yet. Okay. I'm going to just add it to my list because I'm going to have to do another one of these streams no matter what. Oh, I was supposed to draw big and something too. Fudge! Okay, it's fine. Supposed to draw. I was supposed to draw big into something also, so it's really goofy. Let's see. If Mega for Alligator was in 2D games, its backstrap would just be all red. Rip, caked up for Alligator. Hello, toilet seat for Alligator. Didn't even notice that the sticker didn't even have the whole title spelled out. Like, really? Oh my lord. Okay. How do I get... So your head is not like this. Your head is like... more like that. That is infinitely better already, but still needs work. Still needs work here. God, I really did make you like the Squidward meme, didn't I? You know what? We're going to say that works, because then it stops looking like little pincers. There we are. Much better. I'm so close to solving my small cube, and I somehow F myself in the process, and I have one corner that's incorrect. So just memorize the patterns. Just memorize the patterns. That's all you gotta do. Pokemon Platinum in my drawer to this day. Oh, Platin. Oh, my lord. So the 2D art that's less than I could do a Pokemon real dirty. Look at Excalibur. Some of the 2D art I like a lot better. But I would never want Pokemon to go back to sprites in 2D art for their games. Why is it doesn't get solved? Oh. Uh-oh. Speaking of Viva Pineda, thoughts on Pokopia? Oh! I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna read to you exactly what I told, Biggins, Mew, and Sayuri, actually. Let's see. What was it that specific? 'Cause I did read it. Where is it? I saw that it was a Kanto Dex, but it looked like Johto clothes. That it may not be actual post-apocalyptic. I loved the folksy acoustic guitar Gen 1 music. But to me, this all felt like how the manga says how Kanto is taken advantage of in terms of natural resources and is run into the ground. Only Pallet Town is left in its purity. We also see this happen within the games and Alola and the Ultra Ruins, as Guzzlord may have wrecked things, but it didn't make everything hazardous by itself. It was because of humanity destroying nature. The Tapus lost their abilities, then couldn't defend from Guzzlord. Then we are told in the old verses of Hisui how if man does not care for the lands itself and continues to cause war and strife and use up its resources, that everything will be undone, it'll all be destroyed, and then it will all only become a home to Pokemon. This could be post-apocalypse, but it may also be something that was jump-started by humanity itself, or may have just been nature destroyed by humanity. And I'm thinking that's what Pokopia is gonna be. It's a very ghosty Pikachu, which is very interesting. So I wonder if it's ghosty, or if it's similar to Pokemon that have lost their life from the ultimate weapon, where they can come back to life if the world is restored, in the manga at least. Moslax is also really interesting, because it's just a Snorlax that just kind of stayed still for long enough. Love the name Pikachu because it looks peaky. It looks peaky. Hold on, wait, what? Sickly, pale appearance. Oh. Oh. So, yeah. So that fits even better then, that it's not a ghost, that it would fit well into... Okay, I didn't know that. That was an accident on my part. That might work. Okay. Theory. This is plan. I defected and I brought that John home. Look at what I need, a good laugh. HD 2D game would be nice, not a main generation, but a side thing like Legends. Maybe, depends on how they do. I assume you mean like 2.5D, where it's kind of like Octopath. Seems like love the name Pikachu, Piki. Seems like which is whatever. Seems like a Farmville city building like thing from first appearances. I like the main missions. I'm probably gonna play it on stream and bust those main missions and just enjoy the game otherwise on my own. Search of those humans Pokemon could just exist if they had lingering regrets. Ghost Marowak's been here since the beginning. That is also true. Apparently, if Snorlax moss all over, did mention that. I felt like it wasn't a ghost. It looks like it's glowing because of static to me. It has ghost-like effects, but it isn't having control over its powers, I think is what it's going to boil into. I think that's the red herring. It's not an actual ghost. It is peaky, as it is stated, as you guys stated. Or as Memento stated specifically. It is sickly, and it needs its life energy restored, and it'll be okay. Pokemon does have a dark feel to it, though. From what I've seen, it really stuck out to me because I love Pokemon Harvest Moon. It was like a lore drop game. It feels like a little bit of a lore drop, while also being a game that could just generally confirm a lot of information that people are questioning or have been sitting on, you name it, right? I'm gonna chuck this cube. Best of luck, Mew. Have fun. Oh my god. Pikachu's used human died in the apocalypse. Now, I will believe that humans have... I still don't know if humans died. I think they abandoned. I think they abandoned these lands after using it up. Which is a very common thing in Pokemon since the very, very beginning. Okay, that's cute. It's not perfect, but it's cute. And then now I have to erase... that. You know what? I'll put a carb. I'll put like, what's the backspread of a carving? Insert Scream Cat. Perhaps Animal Crossing meets Pokemon. It looks like a controllable character may be a Ditto. You gotta watch the first trailer, my dude. You gotta watch the first trailer. It's really cool. Because, yeah, the controllable character is a Ditto. Which is really dope. That it's mimicking its old trainer after being released from a Pokeball from a the machine after energy has assumedly run out. Feels like an island that would have been abandoned after a bad earthquake or volcano eruption. Cinnabar and the surrounding islands. I don't know Pokemon would be, but I'll probably wait and see gameplay first before getting it. It's okay, Mew. I got you. I've already said I'm gonna buy it. If y'all are like, well, I wonder if I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna say, I'm just getting it, y'all. It's what I do for the channel. It's what I do. I need... Plus, I'm addicted to Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC at the moment, and then I'm gonna play a 3.0 version of that come out in January. Over to the game. Uh-oh. If it looks good on initial gameplay. Shiny hunting is EA now that I have the charm. I saw that. Wouldn't be unheard of the Pokemon franchise because, if I recall correctly, a Zoroark took over an abandoned Pokemon Center in the anime. I think you're right. So I can live vicariously. Effectively, yes. Yes. Greatly appreciate that you for that, Krill. I don't... Okay. No. Hold on. I appreciate you saying that to me. But I know for sure, or not I know for sure, something that always needs to be stated is that at the end of the day, y'all have been supporting me. So I'm supposed to thank you and then effectively continue trying to find ways to make sure you guys get the entertainment that you deserve. Dropping the pen. Like, I don't know. I want lore also. I do, obviously I also do it for me. Tristan, I may give it a try. Some of you guys exclusive to Switch 2. It might be. Try farming Gumi. Ended up with a golden sardine and golden pigeon. 1,000 battles are crazy. Oh, I know what you mean. Could do the restaurants to grind them, but I saw another do like 300 plus just in 3 matches. Not gonna get until 2030. Chosen game to get rain to catch 2 more Gumi for my living decks. Huh. Only just realized it just spawns in this year. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to take advantage of that. How the heck do you draw a carbing from behind? I cannot get... I mean, I assume it's symmetrical all the way around. Alright, there's a plush. I'm going to use the plush. I'm just going to use a plush. Let's see here. You have... There we are. Here we are. And then... And then you have little diamonds on, like, the side. You know what? I don't know how much of that's going to stay above ground here. Let's find out. You are definitely not 100% here. But you know what? It was supposed to be a sketch anyway. And I went a little further than I probably needed to. But you know what? That's fine. Oh God. How did so much happen? Oh, goodness. I really have nothing to do for a warrant for you. Pick up. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond to that one. I almost said something that wouldn't have been mean, but it would have also been like, I don't know. You would have literally nothing. In the entrance, you go directly right. I'm pretty sure that's where it spawns. Oh, keep that mental note for a video that I'm making soon. Thank you. To make my life easier, I turned on music and Pokemon cry so I could just hear the shiny sound. Oh my God. Do you wonder how Pokemon will fit in overarching lore story of Pokemon, or if it'll be like Coliseum and just side arc that doesn't seem to impact the lore very much? I think the important thing, like I say, with the manga, with the anime, and everything else, is that Pokemon, no matter what the medium is, always has grains of truth that are useful for us to understand the overarching lore of everything whatsoever. Because stuff from the manga has been used in ZA. And that's going to be my additional argument going forward, even though I've already believed in this a long time. Oh gosh. How did I... Whoa! Said shinies don't despawn in game as an angel. I just blessed Pokemon addiction to making merch for almost every Pokemon for reference purposes. So I know what is canon, what isn't. Kind of figure all media is. If all media is canon, then it gets really, really nasty. But I also don't like the ideas of people just being like, nope, I'm never gonna look at the manga. Or nope, I'm never gonna look at Pokemon Masters. You're missing out on lore or little bits that are canonical or are used or could be canonical or used for theories. You're missing a lot. Bench time to skip to get rain is better. Method to get Goomies. Different location, easy resets that you can get alphas or even alpha Slegu. Nightmare, considering the complicated parkour you have to do to reach rooftops. Everything is reloaded every day and night. Different forms of cannon. Shop for a bit to pick one. I have to go shop for a book to pick one up, sir. Then go get a book. I was like, hi, Sandwich. Good evening, Mr. Professor. How you doing, Sandwich? That's what you were going to say. Always consistent itself for the most part. Pokemon had manga until now. Oh, it's so good. It's the best. It's the best form of Pokemon media. So the main series and Legends only for the hard canon. However, I think we can use evidence from the anime and manga, in some cases spin-offs or theories. Exactly. Exactly. Supporting evidence also helps there, too. But anyway, Yellow being my first Pokemon game, Yamato was my first Pokemon manga reading. Let's go! It's so good! I love it. Ever since my massive home library has donated abandoned books, we would tell me ice pick, look around libraries, or keep your ears open. You could get many, many books quickly. Yes. I've been banned from getting more books because I have so many. Sorry that I'm like slurping my water. I'm like half dead. I say half dead, but you know that's not true. Put you in the middle. Actually, we'll put you in the back. The other two can get a little erased here. go. And did I what? Whatever. Whatever. And there we go. Raise a little bit of Deontay. Right there. Right here. I mean, we could just erase that also, to be fair. There we go. There's our sketch. There's our sketch. So it's like Snap and Coliseum, I suppose, can be soft canon, but they never get referenced in the main series, so I can ignore them. Despite that, new Snap, the Switch one, I believe, is accepted to be fully canon. Excuse me. It's really weird. I haven't been able to leave my house for long term for a while, and I'm really particular with books. It doesn't feel good in my hand. My brain won't let me touch it. Okay, I don't blame you for that. That I can understand. That I can understand for sure. Because like you don't want to touch the book, and then your hand feels like it's sandpaper and just like scraping against it in a weird way, but not scraping against it. If I'm describing it properly. Kinda, that's good for everyone. Oh, well, there we go. Had a little too much mulled wine curly with the love bug to warm up again. Rest easy and warm up, sandwich boss. Also, and love bug. The one perk of being single, I get to keep my massive library. At the end of the day, she can't stop me. If I wanna buy a bunch more books, she can't stop me. I take care of the garage, the backyard, my office, the other room up here, and I do most of the cooking. She can't stop me. She can't stop me. Physically pick it up before I buy it. Gotcha. Just circlehood every day. Cute, I love the image. Thank you. We're gonna save that. That's supposed to be for CAG. I don't know if Anna's awake. And even if she is awake, I don't know if she cares to. We spent a whole week together. I think she's just spending time with Jaeger. We both missed him. I'm sure she'll run up here and bother me at some point. I think Biggins was a colored sketch. Or not a sketch, a colored. It doesn't matter. Biggins is, Biggins gets it either way. Lots of bookstores around me, but between my back and needing surgery, I just haven't been able to walk around any stores longer than like 20 minutes. Understood, gotcha. Yeah, you're still on the early part of your cert. No, you need surgery. Got it, never mind. Hopefully you get the surgery soon. Old books definitely feel better. The new books just accumulate sweat and don't feel as pleasant. The old fabric covers are the best. Old fabric covers? I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. I guess I don't think about it too much. I think I wanted for attention. Remember my loves animals? I started doing photography as her GSCE. I bet you can't guess what her favorite Pokemon game is. Oh, it's gotta be Conquest. Duh. Alright, I gotta draw the big boy. Got it, but now my body's trying to reject one stitch because it hates me. Oh. Hopefully it doesn't do that. If you're religious, I will pray. Or I pray that it gets better. If you are not religious, I hope that it gets better. Pokemon Conquest is underrated. I don't know when it's happening. And but I won't reveal anything else or who's doing it. But I was requested to do the voice acting, not from an official company or anything, for the main character of Pokemon Conquest. Nothing has happened yet. I assume it's in slow production. And hopefully it'll get followed through with. Because that would just be really cool. Bridge first into the next two. Ah, okay. Other would require another collab. We need another, but that would require another collab. Wait, what? Huh? Collab, what? Appreciate both. Okay. How do I want to draw this? You know what? I'll draw it like that. I'll draw it exactly like that, as it appears in the game. I have no idea. Conquest was a game collab with another franchise. Oh, Nobunaga's Conquest. If I recall, really? Am I thinking of the wrong thing? Oh no. Oh no, I wasn't. Oh no, I'm thinking about the wrong thing. It's not Conquest. It was Colosseum. Yeah, it was Colosseum. They wanted me to voice. Who's the main character of Colosseum? What is this edgy dude's name in the manga? Because they wanted me to voice him in the manga. What is this dude's name? Wes. Thank you, Mew. Doesn't seem like it's too bad. It's just sticking up more than others, so just bumping it, and now my body thinks it's a splinter or something. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry. Ugh. My boy Wes. Touch level with a pack of her favorite Pokemon, Mightyena. Mightyena! Crush my dreams. Why'd you lie to me like that? I'm sorry! Hey. All you have to do is tell people who do any work and want voice acting to hit me up then and have me do voices for characters. There are some characters I don't even care. I would love to just do it out of pure love. Like Corbeau. I just really would love to just do something with him as his voice. Heard Colosseum MC and my neurons brought me out of lurking. Ah, man. What's this? Oh my god, Mew. What the f... Oh shoot, I need to message the TikTok people. I'll message them tomorrow. Ruins Air with the Houndoom and Absol are two favorite megas. Oh, she's gonna, oh, you're gonna love it. She's gonna love it. She's gonna love it. Also, our favorite Pokemon is Mightyena. What a champion. Tell her about Ed. Show her the little Ed emote and how Ed is such a loved Pokemon in this community. Angle. The heck? Oh, okay. How do you freaking draw Mega Zygarde, bro? You know what? Why am I trying to draw it super well? What am I trying to do? It's Biggins. Biggins wants Goofy. If there's one thing I know, Biggins want Goofy. I need the specific shot of when it's about to use its big cannon. There it is. That's what I needed. She also like Pyro, but heavily been disappointed by the Mega. Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty fair. So we're trying to draw a Voltron with a banana skirt and a massive gun? What's funny is you're not even all that wrong. You're not even wrong at all. What am I talking about? You're just not wrong. I'm going to draw it a little differently than how it actually uses its cannon. There we go. Does it bend? It really doesn't. It just kind of... Okay. Love the music so much. It really... Okay, it doesn't bend inward at the back. It just exists. Energy and all. It just exists. What in the world, brother? Saw Art of Canary about to beat Iono in the streets. Oh my god. I could see that. I could see Canary going off the rails. Oh, alright, you sent it to me. Time for me to take a gander. Oh, just holding her by the neck. Lord almighty, caught her in a back street. Ready to just punch her lights out. Got new Mega Electros lore. Apparently it's arms. Yeah! Yeah, E left trick and E right trick. Yeah! I have that written in the next script. Or part of that written in the next script. There's a bunch of... Hopefully Pokemon continues releasing more lore like that. Because they have it for Meganium too. Its antennae are used to help it figure out the best place for it to receive, for it to photosynthesize. And... there's something else. Beauty products or whatever other else, nefarious purposes. Let's see. I wish Bagans was here right now. Seriously, I had kind of lost interest in a lot of stuff, and I really only started watching anything again because I found your college videos. Helped me out of my depressive slump. Plus, when he loves you. I'm always happy to hear that. I'm always happy to hear that. And know that my stupidity makes people happy. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy that I could do that for you by being a fucking idiot that I am. He's generally very empathetic, and I think he knows you helped me. Always remember, you do it yourself. I might give a boost, but you still did it yourself at the end of the day. TGG is dropping new Zekrom and End card, and I'm gonna die. Oh. I assume real life TCG. Drop about Mega for Alligator is actually wild, though. It might have actually just solved a part of Mega Evolution for you. Wait, what? They added for Alligator stuff now? Great. Pokemon ZA. Let me go look. Pokemon can't just have everything in the games. They gotta hide it all over the place. There it is. That wasn't there before. Large dorsal fin, defensive boost, reduce the damage from oncoming physical attack by covering its head with a large hard fin. Also helps the Pokemon dissipate heat better. Mega Evolution causes a rapid increase in body temperature. I think we knew that. It can emit heat from its dorsal fin, cooling itself down. For reasons unknown, it resembles Totodile's head, leading some to calling it a Totodile mask. Suggests that it's shaped optimally for biting, and Mega Evolution gave for Alligator the Totodile mask in order to restore its biting power, but it's unclear whether this is true. Interesting. I really think. Optimal shape for biting, hence why its DNA regressed back to it. Love making a scavenger hunt for them all. I'll read your message in a second. This could be an answer to why so many Megas revert back to previous stages. Yes. There are a lot of different Megas that do that, and it's like Altaria because it lost its singing voice. is another really good example, right? So there's a lot. There's more to break down. Great. This means I'm just gonna have to have. I don't even know. Oh my god, what am I gonna do now? Because Pokemon's still releasing this new information. I'm gonna have to make a whole other mega video. Okay, it's fine. But I think it's fine when he loves you. He gets visibly stressed when I'm depressed, and he's been hearing your voice as I look less depressed. I think he made an association, and he watches you. He's like, I will now consume this individual as well. What is your secret, human? Raichu, Chimecho, Scolipede, Electros, Salamence, Tyranitar, Dragonite, and Ampharos. Did Chimecho revert? Oh yeah, it does. It kind of does, doesn't it? Because it has the huge symbol. Yep. Raichu, yep. Scolipede, yep. You're right. I won't read the message out loud. But I just got something here. Oh. I will respond to that email, but my answer is I'm interested. Old Silver and confirm evidently after decades of time the cartridge reset itself. Oh. Where's old Pokemon? His gold cartridge never touched, and his game was the last thing I had of his. His Pokemon are gone now. Nature. I don't say this often, but only because I know this is a really hard one. This is rough. And some people know this. My brother, who would be a year or two younger than me. He was about a year or two younger than me. He no longer is around anymore. He and I had not talked for a long time due to his things that were happening to him. And he and I started talking and getting along, and we clicked like that. And within 2 years from then, I had lost him. This was back in 2000, I believe in 2019, October. Nope, it was September 29th. And I held on to what I could of his, and all I had was messages. Maybe old pictures, but all I had was messages. And somebody had access to his account and deleted it, and so I lost everything. I lost the messages, I lost the voice messages, everything that he and I had. But at the end of the day, you still have him here. You still have him here. And it sounds cheesy as shit to say. It sounds ridiculously cheesy to say. But your brother is far, far more than just digital essence within a game. Something that I heard from somebody else in a D&D game of all things was a character that all he had left of his family was a bow and arrow and a helmet. And as he lost those things, the DM looked at him and said, if that is all that you have of them, then you do not have them. Why not pick up every single pebble and rock that they stepped on? Why not find every molecule of breath that they breathe and try to store that away? But remember that at the end of the day, you will realize that they are you and you are them. That your brother is literally in your fucking DNA. And there is no losing that. So I don't know if that helps you at all. It has helped me in my past and made me accept what may happen to family members and friends and people that I meet. Whether they're literal bloodline DNA or not, there are a lot of people we draw connections to, and at the very least, we are nothing but electricity stimulating a fucking brain. Yeah, sure, we might have a spirit inside of us, whether you believe that or not. I know I do. But our electrons have memory, and they remember each other. So, do with that information what you will. Do with that information what you will. Memories are always there. Memories, yeah. Yeah, you guys get it. So I did something similar to my grandpa's brother. Throughout his awards from his time in the Air Force, but kept his prescriptions. Interesting. Does help. Lost my brother back in 2001, and while it never goes away, it does get easier in time. But it doesn't need help to hear for sure. That's good, at least. I'm happy to hear. It's the, I think another great example for anybody dealing with trauma is, the room with a ball and a button. When something bad happens, it's a really small room with a big button and a ball. It just keeps bouncing, and it just keeps hitting this button over and over again, and it re-triggers that trauma, and it hurts, and it hurts, and it hurts, until eventually the room gets bigger, and you start understanding, and you start coming to terms with things. The room gets bigger, but every once in a while, that ball just slams into that button, and it's gonna hit, and nothing's ever gonna go away. It's about learning how to cope, and it's about learning how to step down and give yourself that time. And yeah, and to not apologize for needing that time. You know, there are times where I've looked at Anna and I'm like, too much stress. Too much stress, I'm done. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, is it anything I did? I go, no. I'm shutting down right now. I'm gonna take a cold shower. And if that doesn't help me, I will sit down in a cold shower, freezing cold. I will just sit down like I'm meditating. And if my thoughts can't clear from the anxiety, then I will go lay down in bed and I will probably fall asleep. And I'll be okay in the morning. If food especially doesn't help. It's cold shower, food, bed. None of that helps, I fall asleep. Sometimes you just need that. Lost people are important to me, but I always have their memories and lessons they taught me. I'm a different person having had known them, and I'm grateful and remember. That's how you remember people. Through what you have learned with them, because of them, from them. He almost lost the last of his brother, but the people who threw them out saved his meds to sell them. He won't tell me who they are because I love my uncle. Love my uncle. Gotcha. I'm sorry. I think it's very true with I assume it's a button. Yeah. There's a lot. I don't like saying my past traumas because I've had a lot. I've had a lot, but that's also what makes me the person that's just like, life is what it is at this point, bro. Life just is what it is. And we just work. We just work with it. We figure it out. I don't know why I'm drawing this way. Oh my god. But I'm curious if I could manage to create something sketchy. I doubt it. I'm probably gonna have to still, because Biggins dropped 10. It was a joke one, but man, it'd be really cool if I can try and figure out how to get this in a very specific way. Same way, I try to avoid bringing my past because it's part of my life and no one else's, but sometimes it's good to talk. It's always good to talk. It's always good to talk. Obviously there's right moments. And you just experienced that moment of grief during a moment where you knew you were in a safe place to talk about it. I cannot express how many times people in the audience have just had to let it out. And I'd rather some people let it out in a controlled way than just let it burn into them. Because it's not going to bring me down, right? I'll bring us back up. Eventually stream will be over. I'll go downstairs. It might be something that stays with me. Maybe something I can think of. It might be something that I'm reminded of the next time I feel a little bit of grief, or the next time I'm feeling a certain way. I have to think about stuff. And then it comes back up. And then then it goes away again. Just a thought in and out of my head. Never fully forgotten. Or the next time, someone else is having trouble, someone else here in the chat is able to talk with them a little bit. Or you guys are able to be by my side as I talk with another person through the chat and everything. That's how it works. We're human. I always tell people, throw a rock on the street. Don't actually do that. Don't hurt somebody. Do not hurt anybody. And odds are you're going to hit somebody who has had the same situation as you. You won't be the first. You will not be the last. That doesn't mean that you should downplay your emotions. Feel your feelings. Feel your emotions. Express yourself. Find a way to get your outlets. And then keep going. People can relate to, yeah, there we go. So I think that's always the hardest to put into words, but I couldn't agree more with y'all are saying. And that's, thank you. And at the end of the day, not everything needs to be profound. Throw a rock at two people on the street, they'll have gone through the same experience and could trauma bond with each other. There we go, attack. At the end of the day, I'm goofy Pokemon man who shares stuff through Pokemon. Lord Almighty. Oh my gosh, my lungs. Or not my lungs, my chest. I didn't breathe properly for a second there. Nature 9000! Thank you for upgrading your membership tonight of the court and supporting the channel. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. You make sure you're taking care of your finances like you said earlier. Alright, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Nature's going crazy today. Feelings are very valid. It's okay to see people to help validate them in your own heart. Yeah. Learn rock and kill for making me cry. I didn't make you cry. I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. You made yourself cry. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. See what coming? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Remember, I'm just goofy Pokemon man, and one day I'm gonna perish like the rest of y'all. What the fuck? Because I can. Not even a request. Oh, I still have the voice changer on. God's still speaking. Oops. Well, I guess fate knew. Memento Mortem! Thank you for donating $10 to the channel. Because I can. I couldn't figure out what to do for the heart sound, because like with the smile emotes, I'll do that, but like I don't know, I just punched my chest for the heart. Like I don't. Gotta be careful when doing that. If you do it wrong, you actually mess up your heart. Really difficult to do it, but you can. Thank you for supporting the channel. Oh my god. Gorilla eye punch. Gotta do one of those. Gotta do one of those. Memento. What would you like? God, I'm still figuring out how to do this, because I've never, like, doing this whole Zygarde piece is actually difficult. Okay, those extend out. So you know what? Hold on. Let's put it on a different layer. Both got good spawn points in life, so why not be silly? Oh my god. How do I... How do you... Do I just make it super dramatic? Hold on. Like a super dramatic angle? Okay. I think makes Zygarde super tiny. Hold on. Joltik riding on the back of a Swampert. Alright. You know what? Screw it. The thing is typically then for one Pokemon, but I'm gonna, well, you didn't say it. You know what? Screw it. Joltik on the back of a Swampert just sounds fun. You're also been a member for a while. So I'm gonna do it. Okay, Moltres color. Joltik on Swampert back color. There we go. Nice Crysash, guys. I thought I was just getting soft. Nah. Welcome to being human. Let's see here. No idea how this actually works. This is rough. This is rough. Wait, it doesn't even... Biggins, why did he have to ask for something that's complicated enough that I have to figure it out? Maybe it's the angle for me. Think of their... You literally didn't have to do that. Memento Bottom! Oh, there it goes. There's. I was using the wrong part of my body the whole time. Thank you for donating $2 to the channel to make up for the Pokemon difference. Thank you for supporting the channel. You did not. You did not need to, but thank you for supporting the channel. My lord. Done and done. How the fudge, bro? How do I do this? Do I? Okay, hold on. Do I just change this? Because the angle itself isn't funny. Like, hold on. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to hide that one. And, like, theoretically speaking, the angle of this, if you want it to be funny... Typically, you want thing in front overshadowed. Like, literally, there's literally a meme that was, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson? With Zygarde pointing the cannon at Lysander. And that's a great angle. Could make Mary Poppins Mega Zygarde. Well, Biggins wants... Mega Zygarde about to blast the patent that Pokemon got denied, which was a very abusive patent. It was a pretty bad patent. It's not one that should have passed in the first place. It is not one that should have passed in the first place. But drawing Mega Zygarde is a whole different ballgame on top of this. And so I am struggling. Because, like, the other way to make it comedic, it's kind of what I've done with the food chain stuff. Where you have big object, which is kind of what I was going for. It was originally what I was going for. Big object, a small pile of papers. Just with the priming noise. Maybe I just had the angle wrong. You know what? Yeah, the little pile of papers. Doo-doo-doo. But I have to have the papers just right. Let's do that. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. I sure hope this doesn't ruin any chances I have with the Pokemon Company. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gunning for them to actually notice that I exist. If that was the case, we'd have I don't know what I'd be doing with my life, let's be real. How is it? You know what? Maybe I just don't have the cannon open yet. And that's gonna help me a little bit here. Oh, wait. I did it wrong right off the bat, brother. There we go. And then I definitely made this way more obvious than it actually is. What am I here for length of the stream? I'm just finishing up. This is hell. You got it! You're almost there. You've done it. Don't give up now. I always find it fascinating when I think I've said this like a billion times, but I always find it very, very fascinating when people mention, nah, I'm gonna keep it ovular because I said because I can. Oh, I think somebody is awake and wants me to come downstairs finally. Let's find out. Hello. Hi. Come downstairs. Are you okay? You're so tired still? Oh, goodness. Are you dying? You're not supposed to be dying. Are we... Oh, goodness. I have no snacks. I have Oreo Cakesters up here. That's a snack. It's an Oreo Cakester. It is a snack. Oh my goodness, you are a mess. We've been home for like 4 hours. You are a mess. Okay, I'll come downstairs. I figured you'd want some space from me after spending a whole week with me and my family. Oh, she just hung up. I'm all right. I guess I'm going downstairs. She wants some relaxing at-home time with me after a whole week of us being up each other's butts, essentially. It's gonna be me going downstairs and us chilling, maybe figuring out what we might eat later. Actually being able to enjoy each other's company on a comfortable couch, unlike how we have been. So I guess we're done with stream today, y'all, which is fine. We were good for a while here. The heck is this? All right. What do I even say? Enjoy the love and attention. Can do. I might work on art. I might just chill for the rest of today. We'll see. We'll see all in all. Look out for the schedule on Monday or Tuesday. We got a Nuzlocke that we're going to start doing soon and all this other stuff that I've got to get through. So keep your eyes out. And with that, as always, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I would do. Please be nice to each other. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!